Getting too
Wahoo!
easy.
Woo! Woo! Welcome back to another edition of the Cuz We Can podcast, heading into week 11, and we are on episode 12, gentlemen. Give us a round of applause.
Yeah.
Round of applause. Made it to a dozen episodes. It's amazing. It's amazing I made it through the weekend. I don't know if anybody noticed. I almost found myself at the bottom of the river. But you know what? It's okay, guys. It's okay. You just keep it chugging. You keep it going. I came in with a lot of confidence, a lot of swag last weekend. Learned my lesson. Learned my lesson. And I want to say real quick from the bottom of my heart to the followers, to the faithful, to the viewers, and to you, Max. I'm sorry.
Not to me.
No, you had nothing to do with that. I was ripping Max to shreds on the lotto pick, and yeah, it's a little harder than I thought. It's easy. It's easy to throw. It's easy to throw stones until you're living in a glass house. You know.
Oh,
Yeah.
Socrates. I think Socrates said that.
I think he did. And you know, I've been reading a lot of philosophy over the weekend, trying to get my mind right. Let's hope it worked, because I was in a pretty. Wow, you put your record in your name again, didn't you? Didn't you?
I did.
Okay. Well, let's go to the teams real quick. That's the only thing I can hang my hat on. I can hang my hat on this team right here. Max knows what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. This is something we can come together on.
That was the most exciting. This was the most exciting football game of the whole weekend, by the way. I think we can agree on that, right, Diamonds?
I didn't watch a second of it.
That's so disrespectful.
Yep.
That's
impossible, because I've seen that Amari Cooper clip maybe 100 times on my Instagram this week.
Wait, that what? Amari Cooper what?
The touchdown.
The catch.
His name's Amari Cooper?
Amari Cooper Jr.
Is it
it's Omar Cooper Jr.
It's Omar.
Oh.
Yeah, I was going to say it's Omar.
Oh.
But seriously, yeah, just an incredible. That shows that we have DNA of a championship team. I believe that through and through. Last thing I'll say about this game, going to the Big Ten championship game, and that just locked us in, Max. That locked us in against Ohio State. I will have boots on the ground. I will have a pick for that game.
You'll be at the Big Ten championship.
I sure will.
Hey, let's talk about that offline, because I'm considering also going to the Big Ten championship.
We're an NFL pod. Yeah. We're just getting a little excited. Keep it moving.
Keep it moving.
I'll start with mine real quick. Eagles. Talk about DNA of a championship team. That's what they showed. That's what they showed me. Now, does Kevin Patullo deserve to be, fined, fired, and court-martialed to a tribunal? Yes, he sure does. Is there still something very, very wrong with the relationship between A.J. Brown and just the entire offense? Yes. Is the entire reason why Nick Sirianni probably called that play at the end of the game because A.J. Brown hadn't gotten the ball yet? Yes. So it's the play at the end of the game, just to dive into it real quick, they call 4th and 6. If they punt it, there's probably 20 seconds left. No timeouts for the Packers. They got to go get 3. We go for it on 4th and 6. Opens the door for a tie ball game. Biggest coaching malpractice I've ever seen in my entire life. That's basically all I have to say. When that ball got snapped, a little bit of poop came out of my butt. And the ball, of course, falls incomplete. And I couldn't believe it. I don't know. There is a conspiracy, though, that Jalen and A.J. Brown went rogue on that play, which tells me that maybe they are kind of still friends. I don't know. I don't know what
do you mean? At the coach?
No. They went rogue. Like they weren't supposed to snap that ball, but went ahead and snapped it. And AJ was like, throw me one deep.
Did not hear that.
When you have the inside sources like I do, you kind of hear about some things going on.
Yeah,
Yep, we knew this.
So you heard it here first. If that does get confirmed, you heard it here first on the Cuz We Can podcast. Anyway, big win. The defense looks incredible, and we're number 1 in the NFC. I couldn't draw it up any better after 10 weeks. So, Diamonds, over to you.
Yeah, I'll go real quick. Did you see what A.J. Brown said when he was streaming with another guy playing Madden?
Sure did.
He
Sure
said,
did.
if you have me in fantasy, don't start me. And that's coming from a top 6, 7. I didn't mean to do that. Top 7 wide receiver in the league. That's crazy. There's a lot of stuff going down in Philadelphia that we'll find out in 15 years from now, but I don't like it at all from you. But you guys are still
Can't wait
winning.
for that documentary.
Yep.
Yeah.
Netflix. Hello.
Diamonds.
Yep.
I tried to say it 2, 3, 4 weeks ago. Get him out of town. Get him out of town so we can focus on a championship. I don't need this guy on a Twitch stream talking about dropping me from a fantasy. We're trying to win a championship here. Okay. Why is fantasy even on his brain? I don't understand it. Don't understand it. But hey, good teams win boring games, and that's what we did, and I'm okay with it. Actually, let's let Diamonds close it out. I just have a feeling we got a lot coming out of him. Max, just tell me about your Vikings.
Okay. All right. Didn't like the way he set me up for that one.
That is disrespectful.
But that's Cheeto for you. I mean, we lost the grueling game to the Ravens. We had 9 false starts. Not even sure that was possible until that happened. It was like the most frustrating game of football I've ever watched in my entire life. And I was sitting by myself in my living room, no one else with me, just losing my damn mind the entire game. False start after false start. JJ McCarthy didn't look great. The Ravens are a good football team, but I thought we were going to sneak one out there. We bit ourselves in the ass too many times, and it's really unfortunate. I think Justin Jefferson had 14 targets and 3 catches.
Did he really?
Yeah, it was an absurd. I might have exaggerated that a bit, but it was absurd. Just couldn't get the ball moving. Really disappointing. I know we're gonna get to it eventually. Don't want to talk about the Vikings too much. We're rebuilding, maybe sneak into the playoffs. We had another abysmal Hard Rock pick this week, guys. Abysmal.
Yeah.
Bills minus 13.5. They lose by 17 outright. That's a 30.5 point misinterpretation of that game. So Sam Zemer, thank you. We love you. You're a brother to us. You're dead to us.
Never
To you again.
You're
Never
dead to us.
again.
That's all I had on the week. Over to you, Diamonds. Close us out.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to make this long or short. That was quite literally one of the worst games I've ever watched as a Jaguar fan in the regular season. Huge game, overpowered. Davis Mills, our special teams plays great. We forced turnovers. We're up 29-10 in the fourth quarter with like 10 minutes left. And Davis Mills comes back and just looks like prime Tom Brady. I could not believe my fucking eyes. That's a season ender. I want to make excuses for Trevor Lawrence. This might be the game where I'm out. I'm taking stock. I'm selling my stock from Trevor Lawrence. I think I've had enough. If he had just like 2 first down, I think we had 2 total yards in the fourth quarter. That's a great defense the Texans have, but I could not believe that we lost that game. I had a lot of money on a last leg, Jags money line that obviously lost. I'm almost speechless. I don't know if I want to still try to fight for the playoffs or tank for a better draft pick, but Jags fans, we're dead. We're just dead. 5-5 is just we're in no man's land. We're not going to win the AFC South. The Colts already won that. We played them twice though, so like honestly, there's a little hope. But it took me a good 36 hours to get over that. So I don't know. A little depression kicked in, but the thing that's getting me through this, honestly, I don't know how to lose bets. My naughty or nice and my mortals.
I didn't want to add insult to injury, but
yeah, we can talk about. I was going to get that to. Yeah, okay, and to make matters worse, my teaser last week was the freest shit ever, except for the fact that I had the Jags plus 6.5. I don't know if you guys watched this. The last play of the game, they're down 1, and Trevor Lawrence throws it to the D tackle. D tackle scores, win by 7. I lose my teaser. That was probably my best. They were quite literally. That teaser plus 6.5 was winning every single second of that game until the last second of the game. What are you going to do?
Clock struck zero.
Clock struck zero and it just flipped. Disgusting. But the ones that matter is on the death ledger, and I simply do not lose those anymore. I do not lose
Welcome
those.
to the club.
Thanks for having me. I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna make myself comfy, Max. But let's get into that. I'm done talking
Yeah.
about the Jags. Let's get into the picks. Leo, you got a lot of talk.
Well,
I mean,
let me share my screen real quick. I mean, we already hit on a bunch of these. I'm just going to share my screen really quick. Yeah, I mean, you guys are killing it. Ted McMillan over 48, easy cash. Your what was your mortal again?
Giants 4.5.
Plus 4.5.
Giants plus 4.5, easy cash. Jags, screw you. You should have hit the teaser too. Great week, Diamonds. Max, Puka Nakua, little blind dart throw. Fucking, of course. Just didn't even get close to it. And then Lions -8, easy.
Thank you, Diamonds.
Yeah, and then I'll just run through
Okay.
mine.
I'm actually glad you brought that up. I actually forgot to tell you. What were you gonna pick if it wasn't Lions -8? Because if you guys, listeners, don't know, I spoke out of turn. I gave the mortal when I was supposed to go to my teaser. Max made me pay for it, like you should. I love the play. Personally, I hate it.
I'm glad you asked. Every day before the show, I got my notepad and I write on my notepad. And last week, you won't see any erasing marks. You'll see Lions. You probably can't read it. Lions -8 was already on there. That was my pick before you said it. You said it, and that's why I wanted to steal it from you, because I didn't have another pick. Believe me, don't believe me, doesn't matter. I could ask the nearest homeless man for a pick at this point. It's gonna hit. It's gonna hit. You know what I'm saying?
That feels a lot better that you didn't just take that from me and you had a loser and then you went to one of my picks. But it didn't matter. I had Lions -8. I switched to Giants plus 4.5. It does not fucking matter. I win.
Okay, and then I just have two things to say about my picks here. Brock Bowers, he'll be better. I don't know what happened. No wonder they lost that game. Unbelievable that he only gets one reception. That's a loser, whatever. What I will say about the Cardinals is I said this earlier in the year. When I give you a pick and it loses, at least it lost in the first quarter. At least it lost. You didn't have to sweat. You got to turn that game off quick, and you got to start worrying about the night game. Okay? You honestly lost that so fast that between the 3:05 game and the 3:25 game, you already knew where you stood. And you knew, I need to make another bet. And that's exactly what I did. No one cares, but I took the Rams, made that money back, whatever. But it loses that fast, okay? So I don't just give you one that's going to lose last second, rip your heart out, okay? When it loses, it's dead, quick, all right? It's a quick kill, and I apologize, but at least no one had to sweat over it. And then the last thing, Steelers.
I'll just say good spin zone. Good spin zone on that. I have to A+ spin zone.
Yeah, props there.
Yeah. Steelers in prime time are dead to me. Okay, this is the second time I've taken them in the get out of jail free card. Second time I needed them to get me out of jail, and it's the second time Aaron Rodgers took a poop down his leg and just, I mean, where was the fight, guys, out of that team? Steelers are dead to me. They may make the playoffs. They're going to be 9-8 again. They're dead to me. They're on the blacklist along with a few other teams now. Can't even remember who all. What?
Super Bowl pick.
That's your Super Bowl pick. They're losing that. Yeah, they're not even.
And who are they matching up against, Max?
Seattle Seahawks.
Okay, I do like that.
Yeah. Anywho, let's get it going. In the death ledger, we have me sitting at 10 points. We have Max sitting at 15 points, and Diamond squished right in the middle at 13 points. Okay, so I got it. I mean, butterflies, because the season is going to come and go, and I need to start making up ground quick. All right, more on that later. Let's get into it. Max, I believe we have a sponsor this week.
We sure do. A lot of crazy things happening over in the NFL slate these last few weeks, and we've had a lot of beer brands call us. They're blowing up our phones. Seltzers are getting into the mix. We had High Noon the previous week. This one went to Cheeto after this past week. He reverted them to me because he was sick to his stomach after those losses. They said Cheeto needs something a bit stronger, and boy, did they come to the occasion. You're looking at Woodford Reserve right there. I know my screen's a bit blurry, but boys,
can't see it.
This is the drink you need after a few picks miss as bad as Cheeto does. Woodford Reserve. We'll see you tomorrow.
Or
See you
won't.
forever.
Or
Or you-
won't. Or you won't. Or you're going to sleep in through work and you're going to have a hell of a hangover.
Hey,
Let's do it.
Woodford Reserve. What
Oh.
happened last night?
Yep. Yep. Yep.
All right, let's dive in. Okay, naughty or nice? Here we go. All right, gentlemen, who would like to go first?
I can start us off.
Go ahead.
I had a nice, simple, a little bit of a sweat last week with Tet over 48 and a half yards. That was a little bounce back game that I saw coming. He got some more targets. It hit, obviously. I'm going to go a similar frame of mind here with this pick. And I'm going to go to the Steelers. Their offense has looked terrible, or I mean, just last week, they looked like shit. Their offense cannot get any worse. And I'm going to go to a guy that's been very quiet the last like 3 games, and that's DK Metcalf. He's had some shots. If you guys been watching the games, he's had some deep balls just not go his way, either a bad throw or a good play by the cornerback. I'm going to take his yards over 52 and a half. Like I said, Steelers, they could not have played any worse. That was Rodgers' worst game of the year. He can't play any worse. So playing against a terrible Bengals defense, back home in Pittsburgh, the terrible towels will be out. I like DK Metcalf to hit this in the first half. I think he's gonna have a nice solid game. Probably gonna score too. Probably a higher scoring game. So DK over 52 and a half points is my play.
I love it. He had a really bad game against the Bengals last outing. I expect to see more out of him against the Bengals this time around.
Mm-hmm.
Max, hit us with something stinky here.
Yeah, this is stinky. This is going down the depth chart and finding the guy that is slowly emerging into his role. And it's going to be a biased pick. It's that time of the season when I need the Vikings to start doing something special. And who's going to step up to the plate other than Jalen Nailor? You're watching JJ McCarthy settle into his role. He's starting to find the receivers that he likes the most. And Jalen Nailor is that receiver. He had a career record last week with 124 yards against a decent Ravens defense. They're going up against the Bears, who's got high schoolers, in their secondary, and I think Jalen Nailor is going to destroy this line. If you guys haven't looked at it, what do you think Jalen Nailor's line is going in this week?
13.
Okay.
He just had 120. Bears defense sucks. I'm gonna go like you took this bet like 4 weeks ago. When it was like 30 and a half. I'm gonna say like 34 and a half.
So we're gonna meet you guys right in the middle. It's 21 and a half. That's 3 receptions from the guy against a sorry Bears defense. Jordan Addison, I just looked up his stats these last couple weeks. He's coming off 3 receptions, 2 receptions, 3 receptions. He's wide receiver number 3. Jalen Nailor's stealing his spot. The guy's too busy failing drug tests, Jordan Addison is. So I think Jalen Nailor is going to smash this over. He's only had less than 28 yards this season 3 times. One of those games he didn't get a single target, so I have to imagine he was out that game. Just not a bad thing to say about this pick. And I took a little bit of disrespect on this Puka Nacua. I know one of you bastards threw out that Instagram video of me blind darting. Not this week. This week I took the time. I found a pick that I really like, Jalen Nailor over 21 and a half receiving yards.
Yeah, I have to respond to this, Cheeto. I mean, I will say, Max, most of your picks, you start out saying, I don't know, I just kind of feel it. You've been playing a lot of heart, and this time, I can see your brain clicking. You were scanning the board, and then you saw that Jalen Nailor. You're like, whoa, stop right now. I like that. That should be way higher. I'm curious how this plays out. I haven't heard a brain play from you in a while, so hopefully. I don't know. Things could get rocky for Max Zemer 15-5, but I like it. Cheeto, what do you got for us?
Yeah, for this week, it's so funny that Max went there with that one because I was looking at the depth chart too, and I thought to myself, who on this team may have just had a great week last week and is so due to come back down to earth. And what we're going to go with this week is we're going to go with a guy named Jalen Nailor under 21 and a half receiving yards. Give me the under on Jalen Nailor. 15-5, my ass, Max. I'm taking the under. I'm fading your ass because you can't keep getting away with this. You just
Wow.
can't. I refuse. You're 8-2 over the course of the year on your naughty and nice picks, and I'm tired of it. Give me Jalen Naylor. You're due to lose. That's all that is. You're due to lose. Give me Jalen Naylor under 21.5. I don't even care. I don't even care. I'm tired of it.
Diamonds, this is bringing back memories of that Bills game when me and you were hot in the Bills and he got emotional. This is an emotional pick out of Cheeto. He sees his name at the bottom of that death ledger. He's getting worried, and now he's just coming out for blood. I have no idea what to say or do on this besides just let it be. Let it be.
It
I
was too
mean,
bad. You gave too many good stats. I when you started talking about it, I was like, fuck, man, maybe I shouldn't fade it. But then I looked again at your record, and I looked again at your naughty or nice record, and what you're doing right now is just statistically not sustainable. Some would say it's just not sustainable. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fade you this week. I know you got all the calculations, analytics, and stats to back this one up. I'm tired of it. It's going to be the Jordan Addison, Justin Jefferson show. The Bears, fuck them. But I love Jalen Naylor's under. I just think he's a due for a come down to earth game. 1 reception, 15 yards, easy cash.
Were you taking the opposite of whatever? Your pick this week was my under. That was your pick this week.
It was either yours or Diamonds, and I decided I liked the under on yours more than Diamonds.
Okay. All right.
it's because he's got DK in fantasy, which is the saddest part too. That's the saddest part, Max. I mean, hey, Max, in real time, we're watching our good pal here just spiraling. I mean, Max, when you were giving your pick, I saw blood, and I saw blood or like foam just coming out of his mouth. I mean, he doesn't even know. Should he look at the board? Should he ask a friend for a pick? He is in real life time nosediving off a cliff. And it's sad to see because we love you, but look at you. You're emotional.
Hey, well, the other thing I just want to explain to the listeners here, we're pretty dedicated to this pod, right? Pretty dedicated to this pod. And I've gotten into a routine on Wednesday. I go to work. I go to work. I go to lunch. I come back home. I get out my paper. I get out my notepad, and I get in the lab for a good 2 hours before this show. I put in some real blood, sweat, and tears. And all of a sudden at 2 o'clock today, I get a text from Max over there, still working on the nickname, whatever. And he comes over and he says, hey guys, I'm gonna need to push up the pod by a whole 2 hours because I've got a date tonight. Hey, Max, what's his name?
The one thing I love about this show, or let's say what I loved about this show, is we kept it professional. We always kept about the games, about the record, about what we did.
My life's on the
podcast.
line.
Now you're bringing a whole real life scenario onto this, and I think that's bullshit. And just to fact check you right there, you said 2 o'clock. Hey, to the listeners, texted him at 10 a.m. this morning, gave him plenty of time to plan out his day, get through, and hopefully make it here by 5. And not to play the reverse card back to Cheeto, straight back to Diamonds.
Oh, no.
The entire episode. So I just wanted to make sure that was out there.
That's
and
a T.
No heads up. And I didn't see Cheeto peep about that whole mistrial. So not to throw Diamonds on the bus there with me.
Then I'm gonna have to speak, Max. I was with you, but then if you want to throw the reverse on me, I got draw 4 in my pocket. I'm playing that. I had no idea I was missing that show, and that's on me. Yours felt a little premeditated, like I said in the group chat. Who plans a date on Wednesday during pod time? That's neither here nor there. I'm very curious about what Jalen Naylor does on Sunday.
Yep.
I'm gonna be watching.
I'm gonna max bet it.
No dog in the fight for me. I'm gonna just be love and hate watching whatever he does. I hope he lands at either 21 or 22. That's my hope.
It's either gonna hit easily or he's gonna have 110 receiving yards.
Hit easily for you.
That's what I do. Either it loses quick or it hits.
Okay, we'll see.
All right, let's dive in to our individual segments, boys. This one, we got to be better. I was on a little bit of a streak there for a moment. And boy, have I slowed down on my Sunday night football get out of jail free card. But
You know
this
why
week,
that happened, right?
why is that?
You had a system and then you just got rid of it.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, I'll start because Max has to end it for us, unless you want to go and get redemption right now, Cheeto.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, like I said earlier, my teaser last week, I don't give a fuck what any of the listeners say. That was sharper than hell. Eagles won outright. I had them plus 9.5. Lions, I'd pick them. They won by 24. And then I had the Jags plus 6.5. That was just disgusting and unfortunate. But here we go. I think I've lost 2 straight now. So, I mean, if you guys haven't tailed me now to this point,
I'm way ahead of you.
I'm way
ahead of you.
Yeah, you better get this in fast and hot, and you put those units up because that's what I'm coming with. I'm coming with heat today. So here it is, my 3-team 7.5 point teaser. I'm going to start with the Green Bay Packers plus 0.5 point at the Giants. Kind of similar to what I said about the Lions last week about not losing back-to-back games. The Packers have lost back-to-back games. They're not going to lose 3 in a row, and they're playing quite possibly one of the biggest dumpster fire franchises in the New York Giants. Daboll fired, Jackson Dart not playing. Packers aren't losing 3 times in a row. So that's what it is. Packers plus 0.5 point. Next on the board, we're going Bengals, Steelers under 56.5 points. Max, this line has been dancing the last 2 hours. Check to see if it's 49 or 48.5 or 49.5. I saw it at 49.
Under 56.
No, it's over 56. Yeah. Oh, no, under 56. That's my play. Under 56, Bengals, Steelers. So pretty simple with this one. I'm just saying water is gonna find its level. Last time these guys played, it's 2 40-year-olds, and they chucked it all over the field. I think the final score was 45-40. That's not happening again. I think the defense is going to pick up a little bit. Obviously, the Steelers are going to play better than they did last week, but 56 points is a lot. I don't see both teams scoring 30 points again. So I think 56 is a big number. And also the weather looks terrible. I'm saying high 30s, low 40s, cold, and a 70% chance of rain. Yes, I do my research. I do this for a living. Thank you. Come again. That's my second pick. Bengals, Steelers under 56. Lastly, this is so easy. I don't even have to explain it. Monday Night Football, Cowboys, Raiders, Cowboys plus 4.5. The Raiders suck. They've had 2 close games against the Jags and the Broncos. That's not saying a whole lot. And they lost both of those games, by the way. Cowboys might be coming off a bye. They are coming off a bye. Plus 4.5, get right game for the Cowboys offense. They're going to be clicking. That play speaks for itself. Cowboys plus 4.5. That is the 3-team 7.5 point teaser. Did everyone get that, or should I repeat it one more time for the listeners?
I've got it. I can even repeat it. You had me at hello.
Yep.
You had me at hello, Diamonds.
That's what I do. I just throw you in, Bubs.
Yeah, we got Packers plus 0.5 point. We got Bengals, Steelers under 55.5, and we got the Cowboys plus 4.
It's 55.5?
Or I have the 7. I have the 7 point.
Okay, yeah, it's 56.
My offshore doesn't give me 7.5. But yeah,
okay, it is 56 points.
Real quick here, just because I doubt he understands the flow of operations here, let's bring in Daniel Zemer, aka Dante. Are you with us? Daniel Zemer, are you with us?
AKA the original Diamonds.
Whoa.
Danny Diamonds, baby. Danny Diamonds is in the house. Hello to all the viewers out there. Excited to be here tonight. Can't wait to make my pick.
Okay. Talk to us. Build on it.
So,
make me believe.
Not a big gambler like the 3 of you, degenerates out there. But I've done some research. I've been looking at some picks and really like what I've got coming at you guys.
Oh, I like it.
I already love it.
Teasing
So
us already.
it's not a prop bet. It's not some crazy thing that Sam or Ben's going to do. I'm not going to hold up some drawing that I put together.
Like a loser.
But I am going to throw out the Seattle Seahawks dogs to the Rams. Am
Plus
I
Okay.
reading it right?
assuming.
You're
Plus
right.
3, I'm
You're right.
assuming?
Seattle Seahawks are plus 3-point underdogs, and then they are plus 140 money line.
Now, Max, I love it that you're on here with me because who's the quarterback for Seattle?
Sam Darnold,
And who did he play for last year?
he played for the Minnesota Vikings.
And he was really, really good. They said he couldn't win the big one. So I think he's going to win the big one this weekend.
Ooh.
And it's a huge game, interdivisional game.
I like that.
You know,
That's a
and
lot
everybody's
plus
talking
money.
about the Rams. Everybody's saying the Rams cannot be beat. They might be the World Series, the Super Bowl
Thinking Dodgers.
pick. But I really like the way the Seahawks are playing on all sides of the ball.
Yep.
And I
Yeah.
saw that.
Go ahead.
I think it's a good pick. I think it's
Okay.
I think it's
Should
solid.
we take? Do you think we should take the 3 points, or
I
do we
think we
just
take the points.
Okay. Yeah.
I think they're going to win by a touchdown.
He's a professional.
Hey, Cheeto, him saying he doesn't do all this gambling stuff. I've taken a peek at his DraftKings book. Yeah. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So Diamonds, I think the last time I bet was like 6 years ago in August, picked the Braves to win the Super Bowl, and they weren't even a wild card yet. Picked the Braves to win the World Series, 50-1, and hit it. That was
He
maybe
did.
my last pick.
True.
He did.
Oh, wait, and it did hit?
It hit.
That's dangerous.
It came in as a wild card. They came in and won the World Series.
Okay, Daniel, I got one more question for you. So as you know, we're playing with our lives here. Okay,
I understand.
You've got two of your offspring in this show. If you had to choose, one of us has to go. Who are you rooting for to get last place?
Well, Mr. Max Zemer, 15-5. That's pretty strong, Max.
Pretty strong.
Pretty
Not bad.
strong.
Pretty strong.
Leo, you had a tough week. I know. Diamonds, how'd you do last week?
I mean, every day that ends in wide, money.
Money.
A lot of
Okay.
green. A lot of green, Uncle Daniel.
So I am
Right.
in last place, but there's a lot of football to be played, Daniel.
There's a lot of football, Cheeto. A lot of football out there. So we're playing with our lives. How much money do we have?
We have $55 in the account, Daniel.
$55 in the account.
Hey, you want to tell Daniel our goal for the end of the year?
$1,000.
$1,000, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm like the other hundreds of thousands of followers out there. We're rooting for you guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love it. Also,
No,
wait,
but-
hold that thought, Cheeto. You have to replenish the $50. So we actually have $105 in the account.
Oh, that's a good point, Diamonds. I forgot
Yep.
about this.
Yep.
So $55 in the account. I'm taking the Seahawks plus 3. Can we do $20?
Oh, we can times that by 5, Daniel.
Yeah. Well, let's put 50 on it at least.
50's
50.
already on it.
50's
Yep.
already on it.
If he's on
Perfect.
it,
Yep. Hey, Daniel, you didn't answer me though. One of us is going to lose and is going to no longer be on Earth with the rest of the living.
okay.
Who are you rooting for to lose? And in result, you're going to get one more funeral out of it.
Well,
It's pretty easy.
sadly,
Cheeto.
John, the other two are my children.
None
I
taken.
love you to death,
Unfortunately,
man.
I think
I love you. Can't wait to see you again. Hopefully,
me as-
not in a casket, right?
me as well. But unfortunately, I think your eldest is already on his way out. So if you want to schedule,
I know. He had a bad week.
I know.
Well, he
We're
dresses
gonna-
up like Chachi or whatever, and wears his
Danny
glasses.
Zuko.
Duco. Grease lightning, baby.
All right, Daniel, thank you for hopping on. Give him
Hey.
a round of applause, gentlemen.
I appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun. I hope you guys get an Emmy this year. I think you're
Yep.
due.
Mhm.
All right.
nominated.
We'll see you next week.
Definitely. Let's go. Seahawks.
Thank you, Daniel. Love you.
Thank you, Daniel.
Love you. All right. I just knew it would be way easier to just get that going, and then we'll dive back into the rest of it. I almost kind of like the guest kind of coming in and
Whenever they want.
just interrupting whatever is going on at that moment. I kind of
I do
like
too.
that. Yeah. Okay. So is it me Sunday Night Football?
Yeah, get us out of jail.
Get us out of jail free card Sunday Night Football. Okay. I mean, it's a tale as old as time with this guy. It just really is. It's every single week. It's just on, off. Every week, AJ Brown, he, isn't involved in the game plan at all. He complains. He goes on a Twitch stream, or he does some cryptic tweet, or he deletes all of his Jalen Glazing tweets, or he just goes straight to the fucking media and just says exactly what he's thinking. It's just the same thing every week. Every time he has a bad game, we get this, and then we have him go nuclear. So, Max, go pull up the Hard Rock. Let me know, is his odds up yet? And I'm just curious, if they're not, if a receiving total is not up, we're just going to take AJ Brown to score a touchdown.
I'll stop you right there, Cheeto. And this is a shout out to our good friends at Hard Rock. Boy, do they pay a lot of money to get this kind of shout out. The line's always up. I could be wrong. I think this line was up 3 weeks ago. His line is set at 54.5 receiving yards for this game. What do you think?
Give me the over. Give me AJ Brown 54.5 receiving yards. If you would like to, you can go ahead and take him to score a touchdown. I'm telling you, nobody's going to be on this. Nobody's going to be on this, but I've been a fan for a long time. This is a tale as old as time. He bad game, complains, good game. And then he'll have a bad game next week. I expect him to be very involved. I think this is going to be a big, high-scoring game. I'd have faith in my birds, but I do think this is the biggest test we've had all year. Biggest test we've had all year. If it wasn't at home, I wouldn't be confident. But since it's at home, I do expect my birds to win. But I could see a 1-point game. That's why I don't like the spread. I do think this is going to come down to the wire. I couldn't tell. I think the defense is going to keep us in this game, but I could also see there being, 28-20 or 28-30 being the final score. You just don't really know. I think the assholes are going to be puckered on the offenses, so it's going to be a slow game. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I know that they're going to need AJ Brown if this game is high scoring. So I expect him to be involved. I expect him to hit that total easily. Yeah, go ahead.
Max, what are the odds on AJ Brown over 54.5?
Minus 160.
Well, go to the alternate. Go to the alternate.
Let's bump it up.
Hey, didn't look at that. That's on me. Let me go to the alternate really quick.
Well, the reason why I hate bringing it up, because you guys gave me a minus 130. Minus 160, I mean.
It's a different story.
Give me 60 plus.
Over 64.5 would be minus 110. That's the only other line that they're giving me right now.
You know what? I expect him to shatter this.
That is 10 more yards than what we just discussed. That's on me.
I will say, since I got a minus 30, Max, I don't know if we'd have to give you one as well. I'm down to bump this down to 60. So it's like kind of around we can't physically bet this
again, boys, I expect him to shatter this.
Okay.
Listen, he's either going to have one reception for 10 yards or he's going to have 120 yards receiving.
Completely agree.
I only give out plays that they either bang, clap, or it never had a chance.
Okay, so we're going to give you 60 and a half is what you're getting.
No, give me 64 and a half.
Okay, 64 and a half. I hope he finishes with 60.
Yeah, or 61, 62, 63. I would love it.
Okay.
Cheeto, is this your first prop on Sunday night?
I gave out a prop a while ago that
Javonte.
I gave out Jacobs, and then I also gave out Jordan Mason to anytime.
I take that back.
I know people are gonna be like, dude, you're an Eagles fan and you're not gonna take them. I just expect this to be a possible come down game. I think the Lions are really, really good. I think they're going to come in with a lot of juice. So I'm a little worried. I hate taking my team. I usually see it as the sign of bad luck. So I And I'm not obviously not taking the Lions. So give me AJ Brown over receiving. I will be taking him to score a touchdown as well.
Love it. I'll jump right into the infamous lotto pick of the week, gentlemen. I got no more comments for you, Cheeto. I'm gonna
Would you
jump right
say
into this.
wait, Diamonds, would you say it's infamous at this point?
Yeah. I would classify as that.
Okay.
He hasn't
Sorry to interrupt.
You done?
he hasn't won yet, so you can call it whatever you want, really. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
Go ahead. Hey, Max, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh my God.
Walk the plank.
Can I ask you boys a question? You're sitting down on your couch, you're watching football. What's the best thing? What's the best thing when you're watching football? You're watching a game. What do you want to happen the most? You're watching a game, you pay good money for that ticket, that Sunday
Overtime.
ticket.
Overtime.
Free football. Free football. Hey, and week 11 is going to have a lot of it, gentlemen. We're going to have a lot of free football this week. And I'm going to be sitting on my couch. I'm going to be having some fun. And then when that clock strikes 0, I'm going to kick my feet up and get ready for another 10 minutes of football. Because that's what we're going to get in 2 games. And then I got a little sneaky one in there that I didn't put anywhere else, but I just think it's too good to be true. So we're going to go over to Minnesota when they take on the Bears. I think the 2 most evenly matched up teams that are going to go against each other. The Bears are the worst 6-3, whatever their record is, football team in the country right now. And they're going to hit a very decent Minnesota Vikings team that's going to keep them on par. And that game is going to go into overtime. And then, Daniel, thank you for the pick. But unfortunately, it's going to be a sweater because the Seahawks and the Rams are also going into OT. Guys, I think that's an NFC championship God, I can't fucking talk. NFC championship you know what I'm trying to say.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah,
Let's go that. Let's go.
NFC championship foreshadowing, and I think it's going to be a great one.
Were you trying to say preview?
Preview. That was the word. Bingo. Yeah. Seahawks at the Rams overtime. Both of those plus 900. And then this one, I was looking for another overtime. I was trying to sneak in a third one to really turn this into a lotto pick, not just we'll get a nice dinner next week. And I couldn't find it. So I was just scanning the lines and I saw Chiefs Broncos. And that line set at Chiefs minus 3.5. I think the Broncos are horrible. I think they've snuck through some games, but I really think they are not a good football team. And damn, do they have a good record? But I think the Chiefs are going to stomp all over them. So I got Chiefs minus 9.5 at plus 165, which brings us to our nice middle ground. I've kind of kept the odds around this most of the year at plus 26,400. $10 brings home 2650. That's your lotto pick of the week. You got Vikings, Bears, overtime. Seahawks, Rams, preview of the NFC Championship, overtime. Chiefs, minus 9.5 over the Broncos, 10 to win, 2650. That's your lotto pick of the week.
Wait, is it 26,500 or is it 2650?
$2,650 if this one hits on a $10 bet.
Wow. Yeah,
plus
that's
plus,
going for all.
Okay.
I think I'm going to take each one of those separately.
It's fun. Hey, this is a fun one where I think the Vikings, Bears, Seahawks, Rams, you're going to be rooting that on until the final minutes. I think we're going to be rooting for a field goal in both those games. I just need the tides to turn my way.
Yeah. Yep. Well, let me just go right off of that because let me tell you about a team that's not going to overtime. And before I get into it, can you guys hear that?
I can't hear a single thing.
Nope. What about this one?
Nope.
You guys hear that?
Nope. Can't hear a single thing, Cheeto.
And I'm going to speak for everyone listening. We have no idea what you're doing.
Wait.
Oh, scrambling.
Sorry. I thought this would be better.
Can't hear it.
It's hammer time.
Oh,
It's hammer time. Presented by who, Max?
Home Depot.
It is time for the first hammer of the NFL season. And let me tell you, Max, you touched on this team just a moment ago. But let's talk about a team that just every single year, their fan base, it's worse than the Dallas Cowboys. It's worse than the Dallas Cowboys because they've never even done shit in the last 2 decades. And this is the team that every year they make great offseason moves. They get a new quarterback, new coach, they get new GM. They make a couple of free agency moves and they get their entire fan base all riled up. And it has all culminated to this moment right here where their fan base is looking at the opponent this weekend and they think there's no world where they don't lose. We're talking about the Chicago Bears. The Chicago Bears are like just like Max just said a moment ago. They're the worst 6-3 team since fucking the Pittsburgh Steelers back a couple of seasons ago with Roethlisberger and then just got decimated in the playoffs by the Browns. That's
Great
what the
analogy.
first team that just came to my brain. They're not a good football team. I had the Giants money line last weekend. The Giants are winning by 10 with like 6 minutes to go. They blow that game because the Giants blow every game they're in, but they didn't deserve to win that game. The Chicago Bears did not deserve to win that game. And let's talk about the team that they're playing this week. J.J. McCarthy, 9 with the alter ego. And Brian Flores dialing up a defense that, I mean, did he have a chance against that Ravens team off a bye? No, he didn't stand a chance against that Ravens team. But does he stand a chance against the Caleb Williams-led Chicago Bears? Yes. Caleb Williams is not going to have a clue what's going on in this game. He's not going to have a clue. I expect Caleb Williams to throw 2 interceptions. I expect DeAndre Swift and Kyle Manungu to get completely bottled up. I don't think that offense is going to be able to do shit. I think Rome Odunze has worse hands than Brian Thomas Jr. And I 100% foresee the Minnesota Vikings winning this game by 14 points. I'm sorry, Max. There's not going to be overtime. Give me the Minnesota Vikings -3. They get back to 500. They're at home. And those Chicago Bears come back down to reality and probably lose the rest of their games. What are your thoughts, gentlemen?
I'm excited to see the hammer. I'm really excited to see the hammer. Really wish that audio would have come through because it would have been special.
There was a jackhammer. It was like,
yeah.
We saw it. We saw it at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Good. Audio was off.
Yeah.
Just so you're aware, that line is -3.
Give me -3. I'd take -7.5, honestly.
That's crazy. I mean, personally, I love it. And for the listeners, using you have one hammer for Immortal and one hammer for the Naughty or Nice. And if you hit it, you get 5 points in Death Ledger. If you miss it, it's -5 points in the Death Ledger. So pretty much, if the Vikings don't win by more than 3, we're looking at a corpse, a walking corpse.
Hey,
me and Max will have to,
they better not fuck me.
Me?
Better not.
Me?
That's your team, Max.
You better not fuck me here.
What?
I'm just saying.
Do we have to?
I got a lot of faith. I got a lot of faith in this team. -3, but they better not fuck me.
I'm rooting for you, Cheeto. Don't look at me like that. I'm rooting for you.
All right. Over to you guys.
I wish
Sorry
you
to steal
ended
your
it off.
guys' thunder.
Max, you
I'll
want to
go
go
ahead.
or I can go?
Yeah, I'll go ahead. I'll tell you guys what I originally had, and then I'm going to tell you what I ended up taking. So I was looking at Bucks Bills Sunday at noon, over 48 over 48 points. Then I did what Diamonds did because, hey guys, this is my job. This is what I do for a living. I checked the weather. That's gonna be a snowy, rainy day over there in Buffalo. It's gonna be cold. The Buccaneers aren't used to the cold. They're used to that sunshine down in Florida. Diamonds can tell you all about that sunshine. So I got off that game. I said, I don't even want to look at that game. Don't want to touch it. Don't want to smell it. And then I said, where's the weather always great? And where there's some teams that are scoring touchdowns? Look no further than Los Angeles. When the Seahawks take on the Rams, I think it's going to be 35-35 going into overtime. You're going to get to watch some free football. And for the listeners, no one loves a same game parlay more than I do. Go look at that game. Go look at that game and go press some buttons on the Rams Seahawks. There's going to be a lot of touchdowns, a lot of fun in that game. Don't overthink it. The total is 48.5. I'm taking that all day long. Seahawks Rams over 48.5 points. Not using my hammer. Gonna keep that one in the bank. And I'm gonna just sit down and watch this game. Pray for a high score and close game. And let everything kind of come to be. Come to be, because at this point, I'm starting to think I can't lose. I'm starting to think it's got nothing to do with the lines or the stats or the X's and O's. I think it's just genuine genetics. Thank you, Dante, who was on the show previously. Um, Not much more to be said.
I mean, I got one qualm with this pick, Max. So if we're doing this correctly, pretty much for in this game in the Seahawks and Rams, we need overtime, the over, Seahawks +3. We got another game. I'll be watching. I'll be watching that game. I like it though. Like Max, like what you just said. I was looking at props, dude. I mean, there's just so much action that could be had in that game. I think it's gonna be a fun game. I think both defenses are good, but I think both offenses are really good as well. I like the over. I do like the over.
I'm really happy you said that there, because what we're gonna get to do with that game is we're gonna get to have another special mini, oh god, a little mini lotto pick there where you can take, if you want, a little sneaky pick lotto. Seahawks +3 over 48.5 and overtime. Parlay those guys together, and I'm gonna give you those odds here in just a second. Unable to parlay, conflicting selection. So
okay, good.
Hard Rock is pretty much saying we don't even want that money, even though it's free.
We don't want that.
We don't even want it. We like you. We want you to still be a customer of ours, and that's why we love you, Hard Rock. You keep us in check. You keep us in check.
Right. Finish this out, Diamonds.
Yeah, I'll finish it out. I don't know if you guys realize, but I did switch positions. I'm now on the bed. I'm just going to kick up, and this is how I feel about this game. Packers -7 at the Giants. I already gave you my reasons why. Giants stink like cheese. Packers aren't losing 3 games in a row, so how much are they going to win by? I don't know, 21, 28. I mean, this is how I feel giving these picks. I mean, I think it's been four or 5 weeks since I lost a pick. Packers -7 at the Giants. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. It
can't be that easy.
No, it can be that easy, and it will be that easy. Thank you. See you next week. That's it. I don't know if you guys want to talk about that game, but I've already given you
that's enough said. To conclude here, we got Vikings -3 with the added hammer on top of that. We got Packers -7.5. Is that right?
7. -7.
-7. And then Max, remind me.
Seahawks Rams over 48.5 points.
Seahawks Rams over 48.5. I probably just going to tail that. That's a great pick. Well, gents, followers, the faithful, the Cuz We Can community, we couldn't thank you enough for being with us till the bitter end. We got a lot of action this week. We got a lot of great football this week. Don't forget, gamble responsibly. Don't gamble with your life like I am, but go Vikings.